at the University of India, Delphi, India. Yesterday was an amazing, last evening was an amazing evening when we gathered to acknowledge Professor Bala's 100th lecture. And when I listened to all of the works that he's done over the past, 2 years or so, I was flabbergasted because I was only thinking about lectures, but there were so many other things that he was doing, so many other groups that he was involved in. It was such a profound, emotional evening. And then on top of that, when the Indian High Commissioner came up and spoke so highly, you remember, Professor Bala did not come and to be employed by the Indian High Commission. He's employed at the University of the West Indies. But what struck me so much is when the High Commissioner said, he came to me and said, I want to do, Professor Bala said, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And, he wants to do this and he doesn't want to charge. In all of his work, there's no charge. Then I said, I knew it already, but more so I know now. This is just an outstanding gentleman that we'd have to keep contact with. One lady went up there and said she's not sad. She's not sad, but we understand the connection that we have. So once again, I don't want to take it all the time because I want to hear from Professor Bala because, as he did speak about his journey, his philosophical journey in Jamaica. Wow. Awesome. I couldn't even speak. I didn't want to go up there and speak. I was just like in tears. I couldn't do it. I just got to admit. Greetings, my brother.
Greetings, Isis. It's so wonderful that you could come yesterday and be a part of the event. I don't know what to call that.
It surpasses event.
It's a last lecture or send off. I don't want to say all that.
No, it's not last. No. But
it's In fact, I should share something personal in this regard. When the flyer was prepared initially, Isis, I sent it to my wife, where it was written last lecture. She was quite unhappy with that. So she said, you should remove that.
No, I agree with her. Thank you, Mrs. Bala.
Then we modified it as, last lecture in Jamaica for now.
Yeah, for now.
Remove for now. And send it. But it was... It was a great journey because of all of you, Isis. You made me what I am in this journey. Many of our friends. I remember, I think I met almost 200 people in one-to-one interactions. All of them who were present yesterday and those who couldn't come for yesterday's talk. I had one-to-one, one-on-one personal interactions with them and try to do what best I can do and use philosophy and tell them that philosophy is useful to human life more profoundly than the technology. Because technology is only an instrument. Philosophy is your own self. Technology is only an instrument. This is what I tried to explain. And
please,
I'm glad.
Professor Bala, elaborate on that because I'm sure most persons who are listening probably went, huh? Did he actually say philosophy is more, what's the word you used? Profound than even technology?
Yes.
Please expound on that a bit more.
It's very simple, Isis. Basically, are you important or the technology important? Technology is only there to serve you.
Right, exactly.
And if you think that you should serve the technology, then you are losing yourself. And that's what is philosophy. You should only be the master of yourself and master of the technology and instruments that we develop. Otherwise, if we become slaves to either any of these human creations, including money, power, social power and political power, whatever power, military power that we talk about, or technology, if we make them our masters, then obviously the world is going to be as we see now around us, full of war. So I believe that's where philosophy is more fundamental, and philosophy is something that makes you ingrained in yourself as being more human, and being more human is also being spiritual.
Yes.
Because as I was talking about my philosophy, if you remember, I said philosophy, my philosophy especially, when I tried to reflect on myself was rooted in the concept of self-reliance. You should rely on your own inner resources and try to look what are different capacities and capabilities, potentialities that you have within you. For what? That is important. It's not that I'm promoting individualism. I'm only saying that you should delve into yourself and discover your inner resources and potentialities to relate yourself with the other. That's the trick. Individualism, unfortunately, stops the means and end of individualism is the self. But actually, if you get into self-reliance, you should discover your potentialities so that you can relate yourself to the other, and that is how you try to build harmony.
Right. But Marcus Garvey, that was Marcus Garvey's foundation as well. He said self-reliance, as we spoke before, is the highest science. It's the highest science. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I completely agree with Marcus Garvey's words. We already had a discussion on that.
Right.
And that is how I have picked up a very important aspect of self-reliance from Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi of Indian tradition, Indian modernity, where he says that self-reliance means not having more. It's not that you should have more houses, more money, more bungalows, more cars. No, he says it's not having more, rather it is being more. You should become more. You should identify your potentialities and try to become more, entering into the lives of many others around you. And that is how, even if you don't have the economy all the time supporting you, because there are ups and downs with regard to economy, it's always global impact that changes your economic statuses, etc. But if you are trying to be more, then it's like whatever happens in the economy, it doesn't impact you much.
Right,
and you find the best example of this in India. For instance, during COVID-19 time, India produced a vaccine and it never marketed it. All the vaccines that were produced in India were given at free of cost to all the required nations. Almost more than 100 nations have got the vaccine from India. So this is what is self-reliance, being more. So I just tried to practice the same philosophy in Jamaica. And I believe I got good friends like you and many other wonderful people, divine souls. So I believe that gives me a lot of satisfaction and happiness,
And we have one of those divine souls that are on right now. She's busy blogging, wasn't able to make it yesterday, Sharon and Theo Chambers. They send a lot of love. And you'll see when you go on all the blogging that she's doing as we speak. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Theo and both of them.
And Sharon.
They're wonderful people. I have been to their place and saw the place they are constructing as a house of I forgot the name of it, but
Temple of Inner Peace.
What is it?
Temple of Inner Peace.
Yeah, Temple of Inner Peace. Temple of Inner Peace. That's a beautiful place, and I sat there and meditated, and I found the divine vibrations there. So I believe another wonderful spiritual revolution is in the process near Negril.
Right. Yes. Them. And what I was so excited about, Prof, is that, I know you were extremely busy, dealing with different groups, and of course you're a lecturer at the University of the West Indies. But what I really admired is that, about the last 2 months or so, you were really getting out there, man. You were getting into the grill, all different, and I thought, wow, that's awesome, and you were fully enjoying what you were doing and presenting also to persons, about this philosophy. And it becomes now the philosophy of Jamaica. I think you need to write a book about that, Prof. I think that needs to be something.
I believe I should do something of that sort, writing a book.
Yeah.
Because there are so many incidents which were life-changing to me, specifically the experiences that I had in Jamaica. Many of them. I have narrated one incident yesterday, one counseling session, which are so impactful, I believe. I can't express them in my words.
Yes.
That's where I say Jamaica helped me in discovering myself or rediscovering myself. So
On that note, Professor Bala, when I heard that last evening, I was taken aback a bit when you said that Jamaica has helped you rediscover yourself. Can you expound on that, please? Because that's very interesting.
yeah, that's where I say I'm not the same person who has come here
Mm-hmm.
2 years back. Who the person who was here, who came here, it's not the same person because I always try to be virtuous and speak, teach the students, but there are certain things which I couldn't practice when I was in India.
Mm-hmm.
When I came here, I started practicing them, and it is also a kind
For
of
example?
experiment that I have done with my own life,
Mm-hmm.
just to see whether whatever that I teach actually is true. And Jamaica worked as
Oh.
a platform
Mm-hmm.
where I could practice some of them and see the results of that. You have seen the result of it, right?
Yes.
That's where whatever that we think, we may have so many ideals, but we often think that I'm not getting an opportunity of putting these ideals or virtues in practice. In that particular sense, Jamaica gave me a good platform where I could practice some of them and see for myself uh, how impactful they are on my life, and how impactful they are in the life of the other people who have interacted with me.
Right.
So, in
Right.
that particular sense, I would say it is a rediscovery of my own self that happened in the process of my journey during past 2 years, Isis.
Right. Wow.
And you helped me a lot in rediscovering myself as well, right? The
Wow.
interactions that I had with you, and also
Yes.
the radio
Beautiful.
talks that I had with you were they have made me think, rethink,
Mm-hmm.
and then internalize so that I can speak with clarity when
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I am on your radio.
Radio.
So
Yes. Yes.
your place in this process of rediscovery is also very significant.
Awesome. Another thing that struck me, a lot of things struck me in your lecture yesterday, but when you said you had your failures, to say that is such with such humility, that really, struck me when you said you had your failures, and you listed them. You didn't just say, "Oh, I had my failures, and let's move on now to all the good stuff." Why was that important to have us know? We didn't have to know that. Or as I said, you could have just generalized. But you detail them. You detail them. Why so?
It's again a part of experiments with myself, right? Because I promised myself, and then I promised few people, and I did not fulfill them. And in fact, I made a short video to each one of the people whom I have promised something, and I apologized sincerely to them, saying that I'm extremely sorry because I said I will do this, I couldn't do it. See, it's easy to say that, oh, that's okay. But I thought, no, I want human relations, spiritual relations to continue, right? And if I don't try to be honest to myself, why am I doing what am I doing?
Yeah.
It's all nonsense. If I don't apologize, if I don't express and articulate my failures as well in detail, it's as important as talking about the work that I could do. I don't even say I'm successful, because my success is not just my success. It's the success of Indian High Commission. It is a success of Indian Council of Cultural Relations of Government of India. It is a success of University of West Indies. It is a success of a wonderful community that I have here as people who are interested in philosophy. All of you showed so much of interest. It's only because you have showed interest I could do 100 lectures, right? Otherwise, it's not possible. So
True.
why should I consider it to be my credit? It doesn't come into my credit. It goes into all these people's credit. They facilitated it and they made it possible. Otherwise, I don't think I deserve anything more than just being there. No, I always say this. I'm being used by all of you and also the divine force. That's all. It's not anything more than that.
Right. Wow. Very, very powerful. So where do you go from
But
here?
yeah, now that you gave me this opportunity, let me just take 2 minutes, Isis, in this regard. Friends, I'm quite happy that people are interested in philosophy and ready to learn and use philosophy in their own lives. But unfortunately, in the university department, philosophy is coming down. You should encourage people to take philosophy and get benefited out of it, right? Encourage your youngsters to do philosophy because it's going to help them in their own life. It's not just earning money; it is also living life, right?
Right,
So please
right.
encourage them. And also, I beg friends to come forward to support philosophy program with required scholarships or fellowships for the students, so that good number of students can come forward to take philosophy programs. So this is my sincere request, and I believe Jamaica requires more philosophy, and it has that hunger of philosophy, thirst for philosophy. If you want that to be satisfied, then you have to with nurture the tree with
Right.
required resources so
Yes.
that you get back philosophers coming out of the institutions and serving the communities. So this is my sincere request to all of you, whoever is listening, please contribute to more philosophy in Jamaica.
Right. And how do they go about that? They go on the website? How do they actually get more information?
Or they can get in touch with the Department of Philosophy, Department of Language, Linguistics and Philosophy, and they would be very happy. They would be more than happy to do what is required in this regard, right?
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. I think that's so very important. When we spoke last week, we spoke about an exchange program. Last night you spoke about it also in terms of you coming here, and if you've been here for 2 years, and we need to even if we're not necessarily you mentioned also, I'm sorry, that there are opportunities for young people to study there, which I think was very important as
Yes.
well at the universities over there. But
Yeah, this is another very important thing, Isis. I'm glad that you pointed out now here, friends, whoever is listening. There are many Indians in Jamaica. I believe Jamaicans also should go to India. I want
right.
more number of Jamaicans to go to India, and there are opportunities which government of India provides, fully funded opportunities that government of India provides, and sometimes these are underutilized. I request people who are interested in improving their skills, enhancing their knowledge, and getting more degrees going to Indian
Yeah.
universities, because some of the institutes in India are top class, no? The world highly ranked, highly rated in the world, and you should really go there and make use of these opportunities. Go to
Right.
Indian High Commission's website, and you will find education column. Click on it. You will get something called ITEC, and get into that. They have many skill enhancement programs. In fact, there are 50 slots that the
Wow.
Honorable President of India, when he visited Jamaica 2 years back, he enhanced the positions which were less than 50 to 50, so that more number of Jamaicans can get
Wow.
benefit out of it. So
Yes.
please make use of this opportunity. Similarly, let me stress this another important point for the youngsters. There are ICCR, Indian Council of Cultural Relations, fellowships, scholarships, which are fully funded. Everything is taken care of. There are 5 such kind of positions which are advertised recently, just few days back.
Uh-huh.
Go to Indian High Commission's website or go to any of the social media handles of Indian High Commission. You would find these opportunities waiting for you. So please look
So
into
great.
that and make use of it. If you need any help with regard to that, you're most welcome to get in touch with me in any of the forms, like email or
Right.
WhatsApp number or whatever. And
Right.
Indian High Commission is also always ready to help the people if they get in touch with them in choosing the right kind of one and submitting the application form. I'm
Excellent.
offering my own services to all of you friends. Please make use of these opportunities, and these are very useful. That is
Yes.
how we can build stronger and more stronger relations between
Of
India and
course. And
Jamaica,
Jamaica. Yes.
which is very much required.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank God you got that information out. And just before we go, though, we talk about the work that you've been doing while you're here, in terms of meditation, in terms of, counseling and so forth. Will those continue? I want to find out what you'll be doing. I'm sure you're going to spend some time with your family, when you head back to India. But as you continue, you're going to be going back into lecturing. But what about the relationship that we've had with you and you've had with individuals and groups? How is that going to work? Or is that going to continue?
Yeah. In fact, yesterday I have shared QR code. I will share it with on your link as well, so that people can get in touch with me. That's a feedback form where you can give your details, and once you provide all the details, all my activities that I'm doing will be communicated to you, and you can also get in touch with me if you require any counseling help. Don't think that going for counseling is wrong. Never think that way, because all of us, even I may need it was at some point of time, because I cannot handle all my pressures. So at some point of time, I need the help of the other. That is how we are all community beings. We are not isolated beings, right? We are not beasts. We are human beings. So that is how, if you need any help, if you think that I can be of some use, please get in touch with me. I would be more than happy to schedule a meeting and then have a dialogue with you. I have been practicing philosophical counseling. I'm a trained philosophical counselor from American Philosophy Practitioners Association. I myself have established an organization in India with the name Philosophical Practitioners Association of India. So if you need any help, friends, please don't hesitate. Please get in touch with me. I would be more than happy to serve you and help you and support you with whatever that is required. I also do mindfulness meditation sessions. Right. So if you think that would be useful to you, never hesitate. Please get in touch with me.
Beautiful. So are you, you can give out an email address. What are you going to give now so persons who are listening can take that, or a WhatsApp number? What's the best way?
Yeah, I'll leave both the email address and WhatsApp number along with the QR code that I mentioned in the comments. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
That would be better, because if I say it now, not many people would be able to immediately note it down.
That's true. Yeah.
But otherwise, my name is Bala Ganapati D. So that's the email address, Gmail address, balaganapathid@gmail.com, which is BALAGANAPATHID@gmail.com. So that's my email address. And my WhatsApp number is +91. That is India's code. And then 8500052757. This is my WhatsApp number. So please don't hesitate if you need any support.
Yes. And I want to personally, I don't know what your itinerary is, but I want to personally invite you to tomorrow evening to tomorrow is International Jazz Day, and they're having a function. Yeah, they're having a function at the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center in the Louis Bennett Garden. But what is so awesome about tomorrow as well, with some outstanding jazz performers, night market is going to be transferred there. So they're having the night market there along with all of these celebrations. So you got to be there, right?
That's wonderful. Yeah.
That would be a good way. Yes. So, I will send you more information on it. But I said, you might as well just party a little, and enjoy some jazz. We have great jazz musicians here in Jamaica. And
definitely.
Of course,
thank you so much for that invitation. And I would definitely try to join because I have to check my schedule for tomorrow, because all the evenings are already booked,
I know, I figured. So I said, I better just say it now, and then I'll send you the flyer. But let me just say it now.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, before the day goes.
Thank you so much, Isis. And I believe we'll be in touch.
Oh,
and,
yes.
You let me know if I have to be, if I have to be here. I'll be more than happy to share the same platform again.
The mission continues.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All the best. Yes. And I'm looking forward to seeing you before you actually leave. All right. Maybe tomorrow will be the day. Let's see. All right. Blessings and love, Prof. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Wow, it's 3 minutes to the hour of 11 o'clock. Boy, Professor Bala, you said, wow, we are instrumental in changing your lives. You are so instrumental in changing our lives here in Jamaica in terms of growth, in terms of, just getting a fuller and better understanding on philosophy of self. You heard what he said. We talk about technology. We talk about AI, Lincoln. And the greatest thing, though, is to have philosophy of self. And that surpasses all. It surpasses all. Now, can you believe that? That's just phenomenal, really. So we thank Professor Bala again for, having this would have been the 16th program, I think, over time. And, of course, yesterday was his 100th lecture. Wow. 100 lectures. That's no easy task. Plus other meetings and, other links with different individuals and, lots of things going on. But when somebody loves something, when someone loves themselves and loves what they do and is eager to give back, that's the greatest thing that can possibly happen. That's the greatest feeling you can have when you're actually giving back. Our mission statement at Mustard Seed Community, it's all about caring, sharing, and training. And that's a reflection. Professor Bala's work is a reflection of that caring, sharing, and training, for the Mustard Seed Community. And of course, Roots FM, ours is rising out of the soul, or some people say rising out of the soil. But yeah, those are definitely, that's why I would continue to have Professor Bala on all of these months, because I recognize, how important and powerful it was for persons to recognize their philosophy. And don't think, oh, this is just a thing for, old men up in the university with people who are, not of this persuasion. And that's just not true. That is just not true. So we're really and truly thankful for all this information and all the lectures that he has given over the years. Free. I just got to say that. Yeah, there's no charge on them. And they're so profound. So, we are thankful. We're truly thankful. All right, so it's 11:01. We should be having Arlene Bailey on with myself at 11 o'clock. And we're just going to take a commercial break right about now, pause for the calls, and come right back. We'll soon come. Yeah, man. Play a little bit more the Gargamel, because this really sum up what the work that Professor Bala is doing.
I've no price tag, you must be stupid.
Damn right.
Bunch of Banton, Kabaka Pyramid, Junior Biles.
You seek of only vanity and no love for humanity shall fail.